Since the title challenge last July, Mitakeumi's tournaments have followed one pattern. He promises double figures and doesn't get there, which is why he's now about number 30 on our review list. The Komusubi went into this one, you may remember, after losing a stack of practice bouts to retiring Kakuryu at Interstable, then cutting short their session due to shoulder pain. He'd also beaten all 3 Ozeki in January, which meant, despite his woes, he felt he could take Shodai for starters. And, taking most of first impact on his left shoulder, he smothered the Ozeki's charge, pinned the right armpit, got his own right in well for the scoop, then reacted swiftly to catch the belt. A strong upward surge of the left arm sealing the win. That added belief for match 2, against a talented but lower-ranked man, he led 3-0. A strong showing from the left leg made that 4-0. But could we really say this bode well, given how many great starts he'd thrown away? Ox-like Takanosho knocked him sideways and triggered retreat, ending in pushing defeat, for the 4th time in 4 meets. But he'd never lost to University Junior Wakataka Kage, and he wasn't about to start then. Blocking, clamping and driving, with the left leg starring again. He was thus 3 points ahead of winless Daieisho heading into this one. However, right on cue, he gave those well-extended arms free use of his chest and commenced his mid-basho slump. Day 6, he claimed, highlighted the problems with his game. "I'm moving particularly poorly against the bigger, heavier guys like Takayasu," he told us this week. "And I'll be working on my speed now. I want to be fighting like I was at the start of my top division days, about 5 years ago, showing good reactions and movement. Let speed be my power. Let speed make me seem heavier." The pure power battles he seeks to avoid continued on day 7, with a frontal force-out loss to far stronger Terunofuji. Thank goodness muscular Takarafuji was crocked and unable to drive forward. Even against him, though, Mitake laboured, and, lacking the requisite power, relied on ingenuity, hooking the knee pit to raise panic and break his foe's stance. That performance was scarce enough to turn the tide. Takakeisho, in contrast to January, kept him at arm's length and knocked him away with a firm shot to the ribs. Onosho, a slightly smaller pusher with a similar body, suits his style perfectly, and caved for the 8th time in 10. But more aggressive Hokutofuji clawed the right armpit and sent him on his way with a majestic rotation. And a vintage Asanoyama, inside right and outside left fully locked in, condemned him to 6 defeats from 8. One more loss, and Mitake's treasured Sanyaku rank would be wiped. How he needed his famed army of Nagano-based Philippine fans, led by his mother. Instead, he got Mongolian aid in the form of aging, sleepy Tamawashi, who has lost to him 23 times in 26. Then veteran Myogiryu, barely needing the win, ran into his arms and begged to be carried. And Ichinojo, with nothing at stake, didn't even try, in the sort of match that, had Takayasu not been up next, would have made you throw your ticket in the Sumida River. Yet the shame was clearly lost on Mitake post-match, as he laughed and joked his way through the Sumo Channel interview. Calculate what he earns, and you can understand why. I love what he brings on a good day. I respect his skill. But right now, doubt my ears when he says he wants Ozeki. He looks so comfortable as things are. I wish for his happiness and joy, but also for reasons to review him in May. For when he fights like this, I don't have any.